Hey everyone, Lona Gamer Alex here. Welcome to my game room. We're gonna do another playthrough of Cthulhu Dark Providence. And I only have half an hour actually for this session, so let's see how much we can get accomplished. Um, for this one, actually, I randomly selected a new Elder God to fight against, and it is going to be Cthulhu. Let me see. Cthulhu. So, let's see what Cthulhu is all about. It says immediately wins once 5 or more city spaces have no remaining primary asset. What? Okay, that's crazy. So we can't. Yeah, all that's that's a little crazy. Um, so we can't. We have to be. Well, I have been very picky actually with the primary assets that I do get. But you do need those primary asset cards though to be able to do things in the game. So yeah, fighting these elder gods are like I've noticed it's actually pretty difficult. So, but I don't mind. I don't mind a difficult game. I like the randomization, so it always feels different every time you play. And then all these different elder gods, they have you have to utilize different strategies to beat them. So let's see what we can do with Cthulhu. Okay, so I already set up the table here. We have a whole bunch of new cards that we haven't seen before. And we also have a couple of 4 agents actually available to be recruited. Okay, so I'll start with drawing 5 cards. And then let's see what we want. The William Randolph Hearst Mythos card, if you can use wealth as influence, you can use that on your card actually to spend influence. Looks like, which is not bad. And then we also get a Yog Sothoth Mythos card here, and for this one it says you gain 1 action when you claim it, and you may also add the first. Okay, we've gotten this card before. It's pretty good, where if you get a primary asset card, you can claim it. The first one, claim it to your hand, so you can use it immediately. So which is nice. So both of those can be helpful. Now stopping the cultists from exhausting the primary card spaces, though, that's going to be a real challenge actually, because we also need to get primary asset cards to help us out. So this is going to be very interesting. Okay, so we also have agents. Let me see here. That agent can assassinate and close gates. What do I want here? Ooh, this one actually, you can retrieve to influence Explorers Club. This is pretty nice. So you can use it to retrieve your influence and then add to influence. What does that mean? Retrieve to influence, then add to influence. Oh, I guess anywhere on the board. Okay. Heart's Island. Let's just look at these cards that I've never seen before. Free action. Obliterate 1 asset card from your hand, your discard pile, or a primary asset on a city without any influence. Okay, yeah, this is going to be counterproductive for us because we're fighting Cthulhu. So we don't want to destroy any of these cards off of the city spaces. Shoggoth. Assassinate in any city space, regardless if you have an agent. Treat that city's control value as though there was 0, and then yes, yes. So we need that so we can easily assassinate one of these cultists. Remember, assassinating the cultists, all we're doing is just revealing them. So, but they're gonna have less resource to play with when you have them revealed. So I want that. So I'm gonna go ahead and place influence there. Since he's in this space, it's possible for him to be competing for that resource there. So I'm going to go ahead and just place 3. Hopefully that's more than enough. Okay, so 3 influence. That would be action 1. Action 2, what do I want? We actually have 2 Shoggoth cards. I'm going to place 2 more influence on the map so we can get those 2 Shoggoth cards to use on both of these guys. So I'm gonna use these. Go. And that will be the first round for me. And let me draw 4 cards. What I should have done actually is get the Yogg Shoggoth Sototh first. But what we're probably going to end up doing is maybe next round I'll put 1 influence there and then grab this. Because if I grab this and then I claim those cards, I can get to use the cards immediately. That would be a great combo. I should have done that. So maybe instead of placing 2 here, let's just say that I place 2 here. Yeah, I want that one instead. Everything is still the same. So I just changed my mind a little bit. But I do want that card too. So and maybe the first one I place it here because it's far away from any of the cultists, so I can guarantee myself that card. Okay, so cheated a little bit here for the first round. Not really cheated, I guess, just changed my mind. But yeah, I normally am very unforgiving to myself when it comes to playing these tabletop games. You know, if I already made a move, then I don't usually go back and change anything. But this, you know, I'm gonna show myself some, some kindness. So it's the first round. We're not gonna do it again. Okay. All right. Let's see what the cultist is gonna do. Cultist 1 is going to claim a city, so she can't, so she's going to move to the next space. And then she is going to add, oh, this is nice, add influence to a mythos card. It's going to be the first one available. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, so she's going to place 3 influence here, and that's her turn. And then now it's Cultist 2, and Cultist 2 is going to attempt to open a gate. 3, yeah, he's going to be successful because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's going to be able to open that gate, which nabs them 3 VP, 1, 2, 3. And they're also going to do a sanity test. And they got an insanity token, so that's 1. If Cthulhu gets 5 of those, then the game ends. Let's see. It's hot in this room. I gotta turn on the fan. Okay. So, but he's not done yet. After that, he's going to add influence to the primary asset card of its city. So he's going to place 1, 2, to influence on this. Oh shit. Yeah, we need to make sure to compete with them on that because I want that card really badly. Because if I have both of them, then I'm gonna be able to assassinate both of them, just like that. Amazing. Okay, so my turn. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna claim the Mythos card. So. When I claim this, I gain an action. So I get an action back, but you can only claim once. So, I can act twice now still. And then ongoing, whenever I grab a primary asset card, I'm able to place it in my hand immediately, which is gonna be next turn. So second thing I'm gonna do is I think I'm going to I still have one influence left. Oh, I have two. Okay, I can yeah, let's put three here if I can. One, I can only put one there. Let's buy influence. I have a lot of wealth. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to use 4 wealth to buy 2 influence cubes from the general pool. That's action 1. Action 2. I'm going to go ahead and start. Let's put 1 here just so that we can start that process. So I'll put 1 here. Okay. And then I need 4 cards. So 1, and I shuffle this. I need 3 more cards. I desperately want those Shoggoth cards. How lucky for us to have both of those here in this game. In this playthrough. It's amazing to be able to use those, both of those actually, on these cultists. Gonna help out a lot. Okay. Alright, back to the Elder one. Cultist 1 is going to assassinate and she can't, so she's gonna move to the next spot. And then she's going to place influence in this city space, so that's 1, 2, 3, so she's gonna place 3 influence here. City space. So. And then cultist 2 is going to claim a primary. Yeah. So he got that, motherfucker. Okay. So he got the Shoggoth. I should have left the 3 influence here. See what happens? I wanted to cheat a little bit at the beginning, and it actually backfired on my ass. So I deserve that. I certainly deserve that. I should have just left it here, because if I left it here, he wouldn't have been able to claim that because I have 3 and he had 2. So I deserve that. Okay, so he's able to claim this, and it doesn't have any value, so he's just gonna get obliterated. But they do get to draw an insanity from the insanity bag. And it's gonna be a sanity, so that gets obliterated. And then add influence and available Mythos card is the second action. So 1, 2, it's going to add 2 here. Okay. Hey. Alrighty, and then this next card is going to be Freemasons. Okay. Now it's my turn. I'm going to go ahead and claim this. And I can immediately place it in my hand. And so I have, that was action 1. Action 2 is I'm going to use this card. Oh no, yeah, it's a free action. I can assassinate in any city space, regardless if you have an agent present or not. Treat that city's control value as though it was 0. Obliterate this card. So basically, I can just, with Shogoth, look at that. Shogoth is on top of that person. So Shogoth can just appear and start sucking you into her vajayjay or something. Interesting. Um, so we can just assassinate somebody just like that. That's amazing. Treat that city's value as though it was 0. How crazy is that? So let's go ahead and use that. But this card gets obliterated. I do have to draw a sanity token. So draw from the sanity bag here. See, and I got an insanity. I just need 3 of these actually to lose the game or to trigger the end game. But I'm going to use that on, let's see. We've never revealed Cultist 1 or assassinated her. So we're going to go ahead and assassinate her. They're both the same, okay, actually, with the tablets. So from that, she's going to lose 1 of her influence cube here as a resource when she is revealed. So she's considered revealed now. And then she's also not blocking city spaces from being claimed where she's at. And also the primary asset cards from being claimed where she's at. So that's great. At least we were able to do that. That was a free action. So I still have 1 more action. I can place a lock or remove a lock with this one. And I have 3 influence. I can use 1 influence on something that I want. Far away from these guys so I know I can claim it next turn. I think I should grab agent. One of these agents, I think. Agent Father Lachlan, actually, he is able to either close a gate or retrieve all your influence from limbo. Yeah, let me do that. So I'm going to place 2 influence there just to be safe. This one has a lock, but you know what? It's okay. We just want to be safe in case the next action is her placing influence up there. Then it wouldn't matter because it would be 3 influence from her. So I'm going to use 1. We'll place 1. So we should be able to get that next round. And that's it. First action was the claim, and then second action was free, and then third action is placing the influence. And then let's reveal this next card here, and it is Shining Trapezoiron. Looks like it's 3. You can spend 3 influence using that card. Okay, cool. Now it is the Elder God's turn. First cultist is going to be able to claim a primary asset card, and she doesn't have any influence anywhere with primary asset cards, so she is going to move to the next spot. And then she's going to add influence in available mythos cards. So now she only has 2 influence, so she's going to add 2 here. Okay, and then the cultist 2 is going to assassinate. We can't assassinate, so she's going to move down here. Remember, they move like this, like an S. Yeah. And then add influence to the city space, so he's going to add 2 here. Washington, D.C. Okay. Now it is my turn, and first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to claim agent, that agent, so he is mine now. And I get to use him immediately because it goes to my hand immediately. Thanks to Yog Sothoth. Now I'm going to retrieve all of my all my influence from Limbo. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So we get all of that back. That's amazing. Wow. Okay. All right. And then we still have 5 here, so I don't get to draw another one. Yeah, that was fast for us, you know, because we claim and then we use the card. Okay. Elder God. Cthulhu. Claim a mythos card, so she is able to claim this. Now, thankfully, this doesn't have any value that needs to be resolved, but it's going to stay here. I think it's going to count towards the end game scoring for the Elder God. Okay. And then add influence to a primary asset card where she's at. So she's going to place 2 for the Shining Trapezoarion. Okay. Now, is it darker now? Let me just go ahead and adjust the adjust my camera here a little bit. No, still a little too bright there. Okay, it was fine where it was at. Okay. Okay, just turn on the light actually to help out a little bit. Okay. Okay, so that's done. And now Cultist 2 is going to perform its Cultist effect. So we're going to look at the Cthulhu card and see what Cultist 2 is going to do. Obliterate the top asset card in the first city. Place all influence from that card into limbo. First city, what do they mean by first city? Now they gotta explain that, you know. Obliterate the top asset card in the first city. What do you mean the first city? What is the first city? You can't just say stuff like that. First city, last city. How do you determine which one is the first city? And then there's no glossary here, so I. What do you consider the first city? Let me see if I can find the answer online. Okay, so they're saying they're just referencing to where the cultist is at, wherever, so that's the starting point. And that kind of makes sense, I guess, but it's just, yeah, like I said before, many times, this rulebook is just not that great. So he's going to obliterate this one. And it says, obliterate, there's no influence cubes on that. So, and that's all he did. And then second card is going to be that TNT. But that makes sense actually because of what he's trying to do with eliminating these resources. Because if 5 of the cities are exposed and no more resources, no more primary asset cards, then he wins. So I guess thematically they're just saying that he's exposing 5 cities from protection or something like that. Okay, so now back to me. From having any kind of protection or resources that can help with defeating him. Okay, so where are we at? Let's see. I have a lot of resources now, a lot of influence. So let's use the influence that we have. Let's start claiming cities or closing gates. I'm right here. Ooh, I can attempt an assassination. Let's see if I have enough power. I need 5 power actually here to assassinate this cultist. 1, 2, 3. I only have 3 power, unfortunately. Because if I use this card, I can't add the 2 power that's on this card itself. Um, but I can use this to close a gate. Oh no, because I still have to use this card to actually do the closing gate action. So we got to place influence somewhere. So I'm going to use these two. What do we want to place our influence on? City. We're gonna claim cities. So let's get New York City has 6 VP. Let's go with New York City. I think. Or we could even get Strange Eons. If you do Strange Eons, you get Arkham for free without putting influence there. But the problem with that is, of course, we're draining resources too, so we might not need that. Let's try and claim New York City. So I'm going to use two influence on New York City. Is that action 1? Yeah, that is action 1. Action 2. Let's get more influence, I guess. I'm going to use wealth, or I can either move or get another influence cube. I can move here, but that's dangerous because, oh no, I don't have 5 VP yet. So he can't assassinate me, but I can assassinate him. So I should wait for him to ambush him here. But I have to be careful because, yeah, you know what? I'm going to stay there. Let me just buy another influence. So I'm going to use 2 wealth to buy influence. Or do I want to move him around? No, this is a good place for him because then he can move here and then assassinate somebody. Okay. But remember, having the person there also count as 1 influence. So, let's see. Okay, I just want to make sure I understand that whole +1 when you have an agent. You still have to have at least 1 influence. They just add the +1 to the influence. So if I so there's no need to move him around. Maybe just leave him there until we can put 3 influence, and it will be the 4th influence count if we want to steal that away from occultist 1. So yeah, I'm just gonna buy influence from the general pile using 2 wealth. And now I get 4 cards back. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Let's see. Cultist 1 is going to claim a primary asset card. Does she have one? Yeah. So she has that. Oh, and then we forgot to reveal this one earlier. Revenants. Revenant's pretty good because then they can't assassinate us once we have 5 VP or more. But she is going to claim that one. Oh. And then Mythos tracker is going to go up by 2, and then another Mythos card is going to be revealed. But let's resolve this real quick. So, and they also get to draw an sanity token, a sanity bag. 3 influence mean that she is going to place 3 influence to a primary asset card, but there's none there, so she's going to move down here. Okay. They're going to draw from the sanity bag. Wow. Okay, they get an insanity token. And then this is obliterated. The second thing she's going... Oh, and then we're going to reveal one new Mythos card here. And it is the Watleys. So it's the first time that I've seen this drawn. So let's see what it's all about. Place the Watley tokens face up on this card. Okay. Flip one Watley token face down to gain its resources as part of an action. Oh, interesting. Flip all face down Watley's tokens face up. Okay. Nice. So that can be reset after you use all of them. Okay, so we're going to place that here. And wow. One provides 3 influence, one provides power, and the other one a tracker going up and down. So, oh, when you claim that you get to place that there. Yeah, of course, that makes sense. So we'll leave this in here for now. This creepy family here. O. Watley, Lavinia Watley, and Wilbur Watley. Okay. And then she adds influence to her city space, so she's going to add 2 here. All right, second, and then if there's 5 spaces exposed like that, Cthulhu wins. Okay. Cultist 2 is going to claim a city and then assassinate. So he is going to be able to claim this one, which is Washington, D.C. So let me just go ahead and take care of that. But he can't assassinate us because we don't have any... to assassinate a player, we need to have 5... what was it? We need to have 5 VP before they can even attempt to assassinate us. Because so right now, I guess we're just so unknown, and we're unknown to them, so they don't even know that we're trying to stop them from taking over the world. So let me see here. Let me just make sure. Yeah. If the player has a current score of 5 VP or more. Okay. So we're still unknown to them. Okay. But they get the 5 VP here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they get the title lock automatically. This goes into limbo. Okay. So since he can't assassinate, he's going to move to the next spot right there. Oh shit, we went beyond the 30 minutes, so I'm gonna stop here, which is perfect timing actually, because we just completed Cultist 2's action. So yeah, I gotta run, but that was fun. Again, whenever I play this game, it's always a good time. So I look forward to seeing where we can if we can win this one. Seems like maybe it's winnable. Maybe the whole thing about exhausting 5 spaces, I don't think that ever happened in my previous games before the game ended. Before any of those games ended. So this might not be as scary as I thought. So we might be able to beat Cthulhu, which is kind of funny because Cthulhu is supposed to be like the most badass out of all of the elder gods, right? But we'll see. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to give the video a like, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Helps out a lot. Until next time. Bye.